Alright, welcome to Framework Fortune. I just now realized I don't have my lights right. Let's get some lighting right here before we start all this so you guys can really see me good. There we go. Not that you need to. The important thing is the charts, not me, so who cares anyway. Alrighty then. Let's get into it. Let me pop this Twitch chat out so I got both chats going here. And we will get going. Boom. Alright. And where's my Twitch chat? There it is. Come back here. Boom. There we go. I got both chats up. Let's get going. As you can see, you guys who are already in HH Trader stream this morning, NQ dying some more here. Tried to rebound. No go. There's no rebounds when the feds are selling $96 billion worth of assets back to the public and back to the stock market. If you're buying, you're buying directly from the feds. So, you know, if you want to buy at all-time highs, because this dip, we're not done. We cracked this major support. So we're going to, I mean, we're almost testing 12 now, but you scroll the NQ back onto a weekly chart, the 200-day is down at 11 and 11.5 basically, which is where I've been saying we're going next. 11.5 is next. After 11.5, maybe 10,000 holds up, but where you at, NQ? There we go. Why are you not changing? There we go. You know, the housing crash dip, and I was showing this yesterday. So let's pull this chart back. Before we get into any trades, I want to go over this. If I am going to get any trades. I don't know if I will even trade anything with the way the market's looking today. So, the 2000.com crash was this long. We take this line, show the distance from the top to the bottom. 2000 COVID crash, right here. Top to the bottom. So far, our little head and shoulders pattern, which I even took the arm off because it made a perfect arm. So far, from the top of that tip to where we're at now, there's the length of this drop down. Now, it's very easy when I put this all together so you can see this. So, we're going to put our now 2022 COVID dip, 2008 or 2000 market crash, the dot-com bubble crash. So the distance on the chart, we're almost to the COVID dip bottom, the full distance. But all of this run has been artificially inflated by the feds. Now the feds are no longer inflating. They started inflating in 1922, 23, something like that, when the Federal Reserve and Central Bank were put in. But as far as just looking back on a 20-year chart, they have inflated. This whole entire run was Federal Reserve inflating the markets. This is an artificial bull run. So now they are no longer buying up assets and printing currency at the moment. They are selling. And they can't come in like they did here and here and here and here in 2020 and try to start printing money again without causing the US dollar to just become worthless. I do think that's what we're going to see. I think we're going to see them reverse course on these interest rate hikes, go back to printing more currency, and we may get one more nice little stretch of a bull run. But the longer this market goes without correcting, the actual correction, this size correction, the bigger this correction is going to get, because that means the higher we're going to be up on the chart. So right now, that's our distance we've went, and we could easily see something like this. But like I said, 10,000 ought to hold us some strong support. But I don't think we're done by a long shot in this pullback, because that is all it is. It's a little pullback so far, and the NQ is showing more and more weakness. But we don't have any support, like I said, after 11.5 until all the way down to 10,000. So, not looking good just by looking at that simple explanation of distance from lows to highs, or highs to lows in that case, because we're going to the downside. Good evening, Lloyd. Good morning, Stonks and Chomps. So, I'm sure I'm going to probably have to go through that again a little bit later in the stream, but that's okay. And on the NQ right now, we're just going straight down. I mean, you draw the downtrend. We're out of this initial support box that I've been watching. We're way out of it. And we've got a downtrend short term right there where we just got rejected off, which shows that we're probably going to crack 12. Let me see how close this is. Maybe we see a little bit of buying in this 12.15 area, and it holds up here. Boy, Stonks and Chomps was on the trigger on that one. There's no promotion in the Framework Fortune Network unless you are in the Framework Fortune Network. Mr. Maddie, if you would like to pay for promotion inside of the Framework Fortune Network, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, no free rides on the network. We've put an end to that. Big businesses, other businesses want to pay. They want to advertise on this to this community that we've built. And when I say we, I mean all of us, everybody in this community. They got to pay for y'all's eyeballs. You know, we ain't letting them get you to y'all's eyeballs free. Y'all, Framework Fortune community eyeballs are the most valuable eyeballs in the world. They're the top of the chart for eyeballs. Yeah, good point. You can at least say hi first. A good point, Stonks. Okay, anyway. That's a good point. Could just said hi. Alright, let me get some of this crap off of my watch list like Apple. Let's see, FNB, that thing has come down to 15. Trying to hold there. I think that's one that Austin has been keeping a very close eye on. That gold, let me see. What all is all the markets doing before I start looking for a trade? Whoops, wrong thing. That's Adam. If you follow me on the crypto channel and you know that I'm bullish on Adam, if you think I've sold one bit of Adam during this crash and haven't been buying, woo boy, you'd have me totally wrong. This crypto crash looks like a buffet after some good headband, man. I am foaming at the mouth right now for these cryptos. Not for this. Oh yeah, that's what I was looking at. Let me go back to this market watch and see. So oil down to 100. Bitcoin trying to bounce off of that trend line still. We got Ether hanging around 2,300, not even close to the trend line of 2,000 yet. Okay, gold still hanging out at 1850, and this is what I've been when I've been talking about gold for a while now, and I've been saying gold necessarily isn't going to make you rich, but gold will reserve your wealth for the most of the part, because all of everything else has been crashing really hard. See, the NASDAQ and gold is still uptrending and just had a little pullback over the last couple of days. Now, silver got hit pretty hard, but silver's known to get hit hard when the market crashes, and I think that's why we're seeing that. But silver as well. Yum. These prices keep coming down, keep coming down. Anyway, okay. So we got U.S. oil. It is still fighting with that $100 area to try to hold above it. If we hold above it, oil will skyrocket probably, because you look at the whole entire oil chart back here. That the last time it broke over $100, it did shoot up to 150 a barrel, which was 2008 housing market crash. And oil spiked. Looks like the same. Actually, this spike looks worse. This spike is like straight up compared to this spike. So if it can hold 100, we could see oil continue to rise in price. But if it can't, we're going to see possibly another drop. The thing is, right now with all these markets, the U.S. currency is the problem. It's not necessarily the markets themselves. What's up, Dom? So the markets themselves are just priced in USD, right? Or at least the markets that we trade here in America, they're priced in USD. So when you have inflation in the USD, it could be a totally different picture in another currency. Okay, I'm set up here. Now let's go look here. BWV, that had a nice rip yesterday. We watched that. I missed that play completely, but great breakout on it. It's been coming up again today. Right around that same resistance area, so we'll keep an eye on it still. SOPA giving back everything, so SOPA's done. And I want you to look at this. What's the difference? What's going on? SOFA had such a nice breakout yesterday, but what do we run into? 50-day moving average, and what's it below? The 200-day moving average. So, as I was saying all day yesterday, resistance lines are going to be hard to break when we're in a downtrending market. Support lines are going to crack easy in a downtrending market. It's the total opposite of a bull market where we see support holding strong and resistance lines breaking easy. So any trades you take, you have to keep that in mind, because you're going against this nasty downtrend. Okay, let's see, if the market is going to crash, I may just look to get into inverse ETF. I feel like I've already missed it today, though. Down at $20, that was a dollar move right there. I feel like I'm kind of missed it. I don't want to get in late. I'll wait and see if the market rebounds some before I look at an inverse. Swivel below all the EMAs, dying off. Let's take that off. ICPT, that's still holding right above 200. I'm going to leave that on the watch. CYN still with a nice uptrend. Let me move some of these lines. in the short term anyway. Now this has been one of Hal's. There you go. Beautiful little uptrend. I don't want to buy it up here, but I may, wait a day or something and see if it comes back down. Keep that up there. DPSI, this swing did not work out. Again, I should not have swung. I have swung things the last 2 weeks, and it is not working, and I continue to get ate up on these damn swings because of this market volatility. So I ain't swinging anymore. I've been saying it all week, but I'm not doing it. I'm not swinging. If y'all start to see me swing, you better light that chat up. Call me every cuss word in the book. Catch my attention before I start thinking about a stream or a swing. Alright, let's see what's happening on the low float scanners. We got PRPO running into that 50-day moving average on the daily. Let's see here. This is just kind of bouncing off of $1. Any news? They got a sell customer agreement, so no big deal there. Still CYN and BWV on that list. Mid float. VRM. Way below these EMAs. I don't want anything to do with that. Yeah, he's been on CYN, I think the last couple of days. I think he traded it yesterday. I don't know what he traded today, but it's been a decent little play. That was okay. Pfizer buying out this company, so nothing there. APHN, they're getting $2 billion in damages against Pegasus Systems, so getting some money from suing somebody, but this looks like this was a trash bag company to begin with. They were all the way up to 150 and now down to 42. Been downtrending quite a while. What is this? See, okay. Environmental shares after company. Okay, they got earnings. They're doing a $20 million buyback. Below at 200 though. I ain't really feeling that. ANGI. That's a huge amount of shares under all those EMAs. ASRT. Nothing really there. XENT, don't like that. VTNR, that did die. Glad I took that off the watch list. IAG, some of it's a little bit of metals companies up. Let's see, that is gold, barely up. That is AA. What is AA? What is AA? Oh, that's Alcoa, so that's mainly steel. Duh, I should have known that. IAG, that was IM Gold, yeah. Had a gap down. Actually, this is pretty low prices. Orezone continues to intersect high-grade gold at P175 extension. So they are pulling out high-grade gold. We got, let's see, when did that drop, that gap down happen? That was on 503. They got some downgrades, and then they had some earnings. Earning call transcript. I don't want to go through all that. That'll be popping up on my scanners if it's going to continue to move. Ooh, we got a lot of oil plays that just are turning green now. NAT, DHT, let's see, what is that? Dino. That's not looking bad. Above all EMAs, just hits. A little bit higher float than I would like, though. So, where's INDO and all that at? Let's take a look. See where those other oil plays are at. INDO. Wow. INDO all the way down to the 200. HUSA. Ooh, that's dying too. So no, even though there's some oil plays that are up a little bit, not looking great. What's that PRPO again? I guess we'll put it on watch. It is trying to break the 50-day. How many shares is it? 22 million. That's about all I'm seeing at the moment. All right, guys, give me just a second. I'll be right back, and then we'll figure out what is going to move here, possibly. Okay, here. Sorry guys, that Wisconsin weather I've been talking about all week all of a sudden decided that it was going to go to 80 degrees out of nowhere. So my allergies are still not doing great, even worse now. Woo. Anyway, all right. Ooh, wait a minute. BWV almost up to 6. You know what? I'm going to focus on BWV for now. Simply because it is been uptrending the last 3 days. And it has been one of the very few things actually moving. So our channel's about right there. And it is very low float. And we have a huge gap to fill. If it can ever break back over 10, there's a nasty gap all the way up to 25. I mean, there's no resistance through here. Like 10 to 25 is only going to be natural support and resistance. Alright, I want to see this thing come down. Let me look at it on the 15 minute. Yeah, we're hitting right at that top and the 200 day. You can see it on the hour chart laying right across both of these tops. So we may not get